Thank you, Chief. Mayor, members of the council, really appreciate the opportunity to be here with you this evening. I want to tell you a little bit about Hope Alliance first, and then get on with our brief award ceremony. Hope Alliance operates 2 facilities in Williamson County. They both happen to be in Round Rock. One is a 30-bed emergency shelter for those who've been victimized by family violence and or sexual assault. The other one is a counseling center. We receive about 49% of our total annual income is from federal and state grants. And as the federal and state governments require, we have to prove the units of service that we produce for them for the funding that we receive. A unit of service in definition for them is 1 hour of face-to-face work with a client. All of our clients come to us through a hotline, an emergency hotline that we offer. In 2019, we received 2,688 calls to our emergency hotline. Those turned into 998 face-to-face clients, and between our counselors and our advocates and time in the shelter, we produced 35,902 units of service spread out over 37,000 hours of duration in 2019. That's the good news, and we're proud of what we do. The bad news is for every one person that we serve, we have to turn another one away because we operate at almost full capacity at all times. We don't do this alone. We have partners. Our partners are law enforcement agencies, our corporate Allies of Hope, and 2 years ago we started an Allies of Hope program where we award the Allies of Hope Officer of the Year to a member of law enforcement teams. And this evening, Chief Minton is going to award the Allies of Hope Award to Sergeant Jones. Chief?
So I just want to tell you a little bit about Sergeant Jones. He's been a department member for about 15 years, you say? He spent the last 9 of those years working in criminal investigations, and in 2011 he was promoted to sergeant and was put over people, or the person's crime section, which is probably the roughest because you're dealing with crimes against people. You know, property is one thing, people is the other. In 2016, he was awarded the MVP Law Enforcement Member from the Williamson County Children's Advocacy Center. And that same year, he received the Crime Victims Advocates Hall of Fame Award from Hope Alliance for outstanding service to crime victims. I'm very proud today to be able to give this the award to him, to being the 2020 Hope Alliance Officer of the Year, for his relentless pursuit for justice in cases of sexual assault for those whose lives have been affected by sexual violence, by providing, I think, the most important thing, safety, service, and developing partnerships that lead to hope, healing, prevention, and justice. It's a rough thing to do, but to have an advocate for somebody who can't speak for themselves, or an advocate for someone that needs somebody to step in for them, is amazing. And I know that don't call him Jonesy, but Alan spends a lot of time and he puts a lot of heart in it to make sure that when that call comes in and he needs to work with somebody, that we get justice for them in the end, so they have some closure for that. So with that, Alan, I'd like to present you this 2020 Officer of the Year Award from Hope Alliance. So.